autopsy shows that Mr. Floyd had no underlying medical problem that caused or contributed to his death. This is confirmed by information provided to Dr. Wilson and myself from the family. He was in good health. The compressive pressure of the neck and back are not seen at autopsy because the pressure has been released by the time the body comes to the medical examiner's office. It can only be seen, serious compressive pressure on the neck and back can only be seen while the pressure is being applied, or when, as in this instance, it is captured on video. And in this instance, we can see after a little bit less than 4 minutes that Mr. Floyd is motionless, lifeless, and when the EMS arrived and put him on the stretcher without any CPR at that time, during the ambulance trip, he did not respond to CPR and did not respond to cardiac shock. The cause of death, in my opinion, is asphyxia due to compression of the neck, which, as Mr. Crump indicated, can interfere with blood flow and oxygen going to the brain, and compression of the back, which interferes with breathing. When he said, "I can't breathe," unfortunately, many police are under the impression if you can talk, that means you're breathing. That is not true. I am talking and talking and talking and not breathing in front of you. So the concept that a person says, "I can't breathe," like Mr. Garner, like in this instance, means you should take it seriously. And I think that I've finished. Thank you.
So there you have it, the official autopsy of one Mr. George Floyd. Basically, the doctor proved that his death was caused due to basically his, circulation in his brain being cut off by, the cop. And then based off the fact, of course, the police tried to have their doctors do an autopsy and just say, "Oh, no, it wasn't due to this. It wasn't due to that. It was the drugs." And that. So now his family has a defamation of character and a slander lawsuit to go along, as well as the other stuff, because basically the police tried to cover it up. So now they have cover up. This is a $50 million lawsuit. Now, of course, what they're going to try to do, they're going to try to come with a stipulation. Well, we'll settle right now for this amount, but we want you to officially say we don't think race played an issue in this. And I'll be like, nope, I wouldn't take it. I'd add an additional 10 million. Every time you ask me to say this wasn't about race, I'm adding on 5 or 10 million. I hope the family don't roll over on us and sell out for money. But at the end of the day, like Chris Rock say, I understand, but I hope they don't do it. Because if that's what happens, his family comes forward and say, but we don't think it's an issue of race, and we don't think the police officer was racist, and because they defeating the whole purpose. And they would look really bad if they pulled that. This ain't the time to try to let the police dictate the terms of a settlement, because they have done that in a couple of cases. Except with Both and John, they basically said the family is owed nothing. But hey, the family wanted to hug Amber Geiger. So, at the end of the day, this is proof that the police caused his death. And this is what I mean by the police don't go by the book. They will tamper with DNA. They did the same thing with Mike Brown. All you got to do is watch that movie Stranger Fruit about Mike Brown. That'll tell you exactly what they did. And it'll tell you the whole history of the cover-up concerning what happened with Mike Brown. But anyway, this is your boy Town Biz. I am out.